Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today, we're going to go over a brief introduction to exponents. This is the first in a series of exponentials. So, let's get started. What is an exponent? Well, we are saying 4, we're just using a random base of 4, to the arbitrary x means 4 times itself. So 4 times 4, x times over. So 4 times 1 means 4 times itself once. But we're not multiplying 4. This is 4 by itself once. So 4 to the first power means 4. 4 squared, which would be 4 times 4. So 4 times itself twice, because this is 4 times itself once. So 4 times itself twice, and that would equal 16. Then 4 cubed. Well, that would be 4 times 4 times 4. 4 times itself 3 times. So that would be 4 times 4 is 16, times 4 again is 64. And then we're going to stop at 4 to the fourth, means 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 equals 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 is 64, and 64 times 4 is 256. So 256. A key thing to point out here would be that 4 to the 0, it's just a mathematic thing. So 4 times itself 0 times is equal to 1. That's interesting. Just always keep that in mind. That's a little property of exponents, that anything to the 0th power times itself 0 times is 1. So x to the 0 is 1. Y to the 0 is 1. 17 to the 0 is 1. 5 million to the 0 is 1. It doesn't matter what number. If it's to the 0th power, it is 1. So that's quick simplification. If you ever have anything to the 0th power, you just know automatically that is equal to 1. Now, this is the last little whiteboard of introduction. We're going to talk about fractional exponents. You may get a fractional exponent, and you're not going to know what to do. Because if it says 4 times itself 2/3 times, I wouldn't know what to do. I don't know how to multiply 4 by itself 2/3 of a time. I know how to do 0, 1, 2, 3, but so here we're doing 4 to the 1/2. 4 to the 1/2, as I have this numerator in red and the denominator in blue. 4 to the 1/2 means the root. So this 2 is coming out and becoming the root, like the base of the root, of 4 to the first power, or it is the root of 4 quantity to the first power. So either you can put this 4 to the 1 while it's under the radical. I don't like doing that because usually it gives you a bigger number and it's just not pretty. Or you could do root 4 and then 2 to the first. So let's do another example. 27 to the 2/3 means the third root. Again, this 3, this denominator comes as the base of the root. Third root of 27. And then again, I don't want to do 27 squared and then take the third root of that. I think that's just excessive. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do this strategy. I'm going to do the quantity of third root of 27 squared, which the third root of 27. Now, we know what an exponential does. We know an exponential means, well, 4 squared means 4 times 4. 4 to the x is 4 times itself, x times. So like 4 to the 5th is 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. Now, we have to think. This base of the exponent of the root, this 3. Now we have to think backwards. 27 equals one number times itself 3 times. So it is this one number times number times number. It's multiplied by itself 3 times. And we just have to think. I'm not giving you a random number here that you have to use a calculator for. This is a good cube. So we think, could it be 2? Could it be 1? 1 times 1 times 1? No, that's 1. 2. 2 times 2 times 2. Well, that's 2, 4, 8. No. 3. 3 times 3 times 3 is 3, 9, 27. So we got it. The answer is 3. So the third root of 27 is 3. And then we still have to square that. And again, 3 squared. So 3 to the second means 3 times 3. 3 times itself twice. So 3 times 3 is 9. So our answer is 9. Now, little question here where we're applying everything we know. Simplify the fifth root of 32 quantity cubed. I know, it may seem like a lot. Fifth root, we haven't gone this high before, but you'll get it. Again, I gave you a good number here. You are going to be able to use this using your whole numbers. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. But I wouldn't do like a 4 because that's to the fifth, and that's a huge number. This is 32, so we can tell it's a small number. We can automatically rule 1 out because the square root of 1 or the whatever base root of 1 is always 1. Because 1 times itself infinity times is still 1. So in 0, like 0 squared, 0. So we can rule out 0 and 1 automatically if this is not 1 or 0. Now, let's start at 2. 2 times itself 5 times. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. Well, that's convenient, isn't it? 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So this fifth root of 32 is really not so daunting. It's just a 2. But now we have to cube this. So what is 2 to the third power? Well, it's 2 times 2 times 2. So 2 times 2 is 4. Times 2 again is 8. So this answer simplifies just down to 8. The fifth root of 32 quantity cubed. So remember that when squaring, you are doing the base, which in this example would be a 4, this base times the exponent. Well, times itself the exponent amount of times. So 4 to the x means 4 times 4 to the x amount of times. So if x is 3, then it's 4 times 4 times 4. X is 20. Well, yeah, that's a lot. But when you have a fractional exponent, this denominator is the base of the radical, and then this numerator is the exponent that quantity is raised to. So when it's 4 to the 1/2, it's really the square root of 4 quantity to the first power. So thank you for watching. I hope that was helpful, and stay tuned for the rest of the series on exponentials. Thank you for watching.